How best to say this? Understand that I'm not the kind of person to sit in front of a microphone and believe that what I think will have any profound meaning to your lives. But you see, although what I have to say may upset a few of you, a few months ago I had one of those life-changing moments that forced me to realize that I've made a lot of stupid mistakes in my life. And you know what they say, make films about what you know. The problem was, why should the thousands of you now watching this believe me when I say that video games were to blame? Understand that I've played video games my entire life, starting with Atari and Nintendo, right up till just a few months ago. Over the years, I could only calculate that I've lost thousands of dollars and tens of thousands of hours of my life to them. But when I considered their effect on my life, I had to face the fact that years of gaming had not made me smarter, and button mashing had not improved my reflexes. I was not a kung fu master, I couldn't properly swing a sword, and in a zombie apocalypse, I probably wouldn't last 5 minutes. We often forget that video games are entertainment. That means beyond making you feel good, they have no lasting value. Regardless of how important it may feel to you, there is no place on a resume for Xbox achievements. The real pain behind my years of video game addiction was that I never realized their true costs. Sure, it was just a few hours here or there, but over 3 decades, I'm not just sickened now by the amount of my life I've spent, but more so by all the important stuff that I willingly pushed aside to make time for games. For the sake of entertainment, I was willing to give up sleep, health, and ambition. For what? We fool ourselves into thinking that virtual achievements and virtual friends are adequate substitutes for real-life ones. To be blunt, video gamers seem to be fine giving up their real lives for simulated ones, full of depression and loneliness. I know the true cost of gaming are all those lost years that I could have spent with friends, creating art, or being a better husband. 3 months ago, I had to face the facts that I was alone, overweight, and divorced. If there's a moral to this lecture, it's that as much as we may want one, life does not have continues. For much of my life, I was eager to trade away countless opportunities, friendships, and love for experiences that don't really exist. I guess what I'm saying is, it took me a long time to figure all this out, and along the way, I missed out on a lot of life. At the risk of sounding like an after-school special, don't allow something as stupid as video games consume the best years of your life at the expense of all the greatness you could achieve. Consider this my promise. That's a mistake I don't plan to make again. Now, I know a lot of you are going to be angry or confused over the things that I'm saying. Call me whatever names you like, pretentious or not. Understand that while I don't hate video games or the people that make them, I'm still worried about their overwhelming negative effects that they've had on my generation. But halfway through animating this film, I came across a documentary about the Penny Arcade Convention, and that's when it hit me. Healthy gamers do not dwell away on the games, but instead embrace the community. While there may not be value in the games themselves, anything that brings people together and builds communities that embrace who you really are can't be half bad. As I scan through the images of very different people, all united by a common interest, it gives me hope that something good may still come out of all this. We are the first generation forced to find a balance between letting technology improve our lives or risk allowing it to dominate us. In reality, does Warcraft or Facebook improve your social life? or are you sitting at home, alone? Either way, the only thing I know is that I'll never find out sitting alone in front of my TV, and neither will you. Whatever you choose, remember, in this game, you only get one life.